First time I surfed average pipeline, I was probably like 7 years old.
Early memories of going out there before school.
Maybe my first time being out at Pipeline and seeing the reef and riding it. Maybe I was like 9 years old, 10 years old.
The first time I ever surfed Pipeline, I was 12 years old, and it was about probably head high. I don't know. It probably seemed 5 feet or something to me.
First time I surfed Pipeline, like just to say I surfed Pipeline, I was 6. But proper, like, first time surfing Pipeline, I think I was 12 or 13. First time I surfed pipe was probably 5th or 6th grade, so like 11, 12 years old.
My very first experience surfing Pipeline, 3-foot backdoor. I think I was 8 or 9.
I've been surfing pipe since I was 18.
First time I surfed Pipeline was probably 10 years old.
First time I surfed pipe was, I think I was about 9.
First surfed Pipeline when I was, I want to say I was like 15.
My very first experience out there was with my dad. I had this little, like 5'10" Brett surfboard. I think I was about 12 years old.
First time I surfed Pipeline, kind of like real size. I think I was 12 or 13.
Pipeline was like a no-fly zone for me. It was like, we'd all go to VLAN, like me, Noah, McConna, Kalani. We'd all go to VLAN, surf VLAN, get little barrels, and then once you kind of graduate from VLAN, then you kind of like, you know, you go to like Rockies or Pipicea, like Sandbar, and then you're always looking at pipe, like, oh, what's that like? Then you're a Grom, you think a 2-foot wave is like a 20-foot wave. And I was like, oh, and I was kind of rattled, and I paddled back out. My next day was like fun. I rode it, got a little barrel, and I was cooked ever since.
Ready to go?
Simple people trying to live their life. You trying to tell them you know, baby, cause you know that ain't right. Just trying to get them to believe. Hey, does you wanna be the king of the whole world? Well, you're sitting on top of the world. Well, you can't see your palms up, yeah. You can't see your bumps up down. Why don't you take another look at that? Life could be simple and smooth, but when you're sitting on top of the world, hey, see you can't see your problems up there.
This run as well has been crazy. You're lucky if you get to surf pipe 10 times in a winter, you know, when it's like properly good. But this was just crazy. Like every single day was picture perfect pipeline, consistent all day, non-stop waves. Yeah, we were all super lucky to be a part of that.
When's the last time you went to Foodland?
I haven't been to Foodland in maybe like 5 years.
Yeah.
More. Just avoid it. There's too much going on.
December 95, January 96, there was a run of 2 weeks where there was 2 Waimea days, and all the other days except for one were good pipe and backdoor. It was like 2 straight weeks you couldn't have surfed anymore, you know, you were just out of it. Yes, that's the one. That right was psycho. Like Koa would have got a 7.5 and Geronimo was behind him. You have that clip? Oh my gosh, I want to see that clip. I wish Geronimo had a GoPro behind Koa on that one. You know, there's those deep ones, let's say it's on the shoulder of pipe, but they're deep for backdoor. And those ones really like wedge and like run for super long. Then there could be like a giant teepee that goes either way, and you could be on either side of it. I've been waiting to see like a goofy and a regular cross over and like both pull in. You know what I mean? Well, you can go left and go low. And I'll stay high on the right. I feel like I hate when you start talking and you kind of get out of your rotation.
And you sit there and talk to everyone.
Kind of breaks their tension a little bit because like sometimes the crowd's intense or sometimes the waves are nuts, like especially on a new swell with a big interval.
Yeah, I like that.
And so,
it breaks the tension for sure. Jamie always texts me to go surf and I'm like, why? I'm not going to text you to go surf.
Sometimes I tell guys like Koa Rothman and John to go, but they already know that I'm just trying to sell them a wave. Yeah, I've wiped out, broke both legs at Pipeline, got knocked unconscious, hit my head on the reef, hit cameras in the water, all of the above. Definitely the next generation is Baron Mamiya, Makana, Luke Swanson, Luke Tema. Bro, these guys are pushing the limits, and I just hope they know there's heavy consequences to pay too, because it ain't just pull into every single wave that comes your way. One of them's going to kick your ass real bad. I wear battle gear. I mean, I have nothing to prove. I got a full armored suit and a helmet to protect the noggin, bro, because I want to keep doing this.
I feel like I didn't ever really even surf pipe until I was a bit older. I was like surfing the side and I was always watching. It's not like today, like the crowd is like so dense in the middle. And so it wasn't like I was like getting closeouts or anything like that. I was just sitting on the side waiting to one day be able to surf at the peak with the legends.
By the time that I finally went out there, I was like determined that no matter what, I was gonna like figure out how to get barreled out of pipe. Nobody wore helmets when I started surfing pipe. Like, if you wore a helmet, you're like kind of a dork. And then all of a sudden I was in the backdoor shootout like a few years down the road. And I decided that I wanted to wear a helmet because I wanted to charge and I didn't want to be scared. So I just put a helmet on like that was going to give me some type of like superpower.
I was nothing like the kids nowadays. I was a lot more scared. I give these kids a lot of credit. And my heroes back in the day too were a little more intimidating. I just remember for some reason, like on the beach, everyone's like, oh, happy, happy, happy. And then I'd get in the water and barely like, hey, uncle. And everyone's like, and like, I was like, whoa. And then someone like, get in here. Don't get in here. Like, oh. So I was just like, whoa, what? I'll wait till I'm older. You know, it's a magical thing when you surf Pipeline. If I overthink the wave and I'm trying to calculate what's happening too much, then in my mind, I'm like, it's not the right wave because I'm already thinking. But if I'm just not thinking and everything inside of me, my intuition and the wave and I'm just connected, like naturally connected, then that's the wave. Like, then that's, you're not really doing anything. You're just flowing it and everything just kind of comes together.
Oh my gosh, Koa. Wow. Come out. Oh! Wow!
I think you were 12 and there were second reef waves. Your mom was on the beach going, have you seen John? She was like terrified. I'm like, he's fine. Everyone's like, he's right there. Check him out.
I just feel like I was always so scared.
I don't really believe John that he's scared every time he goes out there. I think the scary thing about Pipeline is the risk you can take, not necessarily being out there.
That's it.
The risk you can take because there's the opportunity to really put yourself in a dangerous, scary situation is always there. And if it comes and your friends are like looking at you or going like, go this one, you're like, oh, well, here goes.
I feel like it's when you make that like commitment to go on a wave, kind of a scary one, and you don't know if it's the ones that you don't know if are good.
I was like stuck on the top and the wind was blowing super hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, should I go, should I not? And I kind of told myself, no, I shouldn't. And I just went, oh, I have to go anyways. And I stood up. It was that one I got no hand and I was pumping in and I got blown up. PK has the clip. But I remember going, I'm too deep and I didn't get my line. I'm gonna lose my fins, but it was like one of those ones where like you don't know if you don't go.
Yeah.
And I just went, well, Kai's out here on my heat and Matahi, I'm like, I gotta go, you know. It ended up being like the best wave I got that winter.
Oh, that was scary too, though. That one I hit like a weird little like thing coming off of it. It did the thing where I was late and it lurched a little bit. And then you know the ones where you're like, oh no, I'm airdropping. Got stuck in a weird position where I was like, no grab, don't even know, digging my rail and just like barely let myself fall inside the barrel.
If you hear me crying, that means I'm still alive. If you see me praising, I'm dancing in the fire. Ah, yeah, baby. I know you've been through hell, just give it one more try. The road to victory starts when you believe. You see my scars, they got a story to tell. Give God the glory, don't need my ego to swell. Nah, nah. I know you've been through hell, just give it one more try. The road to victory starts when you believe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo.
I feel like my worst wipeout like that I can remember was actually like a cotton side when I was a Grom. I think I was like 16, kind of exploring pipeline. Nowadays I downshift into like being really calm, and nowadays when it's this big I wear flotation. It allows me to just relax underwater and conserve my energy and my oxygen, and I just know I'm gonna be okay. I don't know if there is a best place to fall. I think each time you fall at pipeline you're just rolling the dice. You don't know what's gonna happen. Wipeouts are a sure thing when you're committing at pipeline. Exhibit A, oh my god, don't want to fall like that. Oh, go! Go! Oh! Wow, pipeline does it again.
If it's a backdoor day, I think I'm pretty up there because I've kind of solidified my takeoff spot. But on a pipe day, it's a whole different ballpark. You know, you got 95% of the crowd going left, and I don't like to battle with those guys going left. I've got my one spot that I sit. It's like a 20, 30-foot circle. No one sits by me, so keep it quiet.
Social structure is straight hierarchy. You talk to the people that are in your level and hierarchy in the lineup, and then works your way down. But all the big dogs sit a little deeper, a little outside. I squeeze in right in the middle.
So there's a lot of things that go through my mind when I'm surfing pipe, and I wish that my mind would just be clear, and then it would be a lot easier. I'm not really worried about what everybody on the beach is thinking. Before I used to be worried about that, but not anymore. Now I'm just kind of worried about like trying to figure out how to get in the right spot at the right time and make the barrel and get out of the danger zone.
Most likely you're gonna have a bad wipeout. I mean, you know, you try to make smart decisions when I go up there now, and you know, make good choices, go on waves that I kind of have a really good idea that I will make it. I'm able to like sit out there and kind of cherry pick my waves now, so I definitely try to like go on waves that I am at least 80% confident that I'll make it. But it's funny because the waves that you think you're not going to make it are always the best ones.
You know, I put my family through so much stress and put myself through so much stress and deal with crowds. I feel like when that kind of moment happens and that magical moment happens, you know what's out there. I live for those moments at Pipeline. I was surfing backdoor, and it was like 4 feet, maybe 3 feet, and Coco and Barco were out, and I was catching all these little waves on the inside, and I paddled back out, and Coco was like, whoa, you're just like backdoor Baron, huh? And then I was just like, oh, and then she's like, yeah, that's your new nickname. So then that kind of stuck forever. Yeah, I love Pipe. I mean, every winter, that's the only place that's like, when Pipe's firing, every other wave is like second, you know. You always are going to surf Pipe, and it's good, and I always want to be there and be out and surfing with my friends. Perfect waves, sunny, nice beach. That's Pipeline right there. Doesn't look too good today. Backdoor is the right off the pipe, so that's Pipe's the left. Backdoor is the right. Yeah, I like going last. I love going last. I mean, when you surf Pipe, when it's like 10, 12 feet, like you're looking for a left. You're not really necessarily going right. Like, obviously, if the crazy right comes in, you're gonna go. But when you're picturing like Pipe, you're picturing just like the most perfect 10, 12 foot just peak, and it's just like a perfect left.
Got any pointers about Pipe? Yeah. Well, there's a reef. There's a reef? Yeah, it starts all the way from right there and goes all the way down. If the wave breaks here, don't be there or you're gonna get drilled.
Pick me up when I'm down. I feel so cold, cold, cold. No one is meant to feel alone. My heart feels like it can't go on, on. Don't say you love me when I'm gone. Right now I'm slipping through your hands, hands. Pick me up, pick me up. So pick me up when I'm falling, falling. I know the broken understand. The ones with nothing in their hands. Being invisible can hurt, but knowing you see me is even worse. I'm not known for crying out, but who's gonna hear me if I'm too proud to shout? We all proclaim we're loving God, but mighty quiet on Matthew 22:39. Pick me up, so pick me up, yeah. So pick me up when I'm falling, falling.
You know, the last time I've really had a really good wave like yesterday, it's been a few seasons, and of course I'm always getting good waves, but I feel like there's always that one that just really stands out, and that connection just happens, and it feels like nothing could go wrong, you know, and it's just a beautiful moment. I don't need much. Like, if I get that one, I'm good, you know. Like, not searching for 10 of them. If I can get 10 in my lifetime, I feel like I made it.
I'm just nobody. The random guy inspired by. I'm a Shado fan.
I'm a Nathan fan. I'm always learning from this guy, because I feel like you, your brothers, like, I watch when you guys move, and when I see you guys move, I look on the horizon, because I'm like, bro, what is the swell?
Something's coming.
Yeah, something's coming, but the way it's coming in, you guys know, like, before it hits the reef, like, whether it's gonna go on that side or that side. Like, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if it's a good wave until it's like right there.
This is first line of defense and getting your own clip. Because as a surfer, yeah, we want to go out and surf and ride waves, and that's the dream, but you want to live that dream forever. And to do that, you need sponsors to do it. You need money. We live how we want to live. You just need the money to do it forever. Content. Rubber and plastic, it's not the best, but it actually works well as a double as a mouth guard. So you don't break your teeth. You can see I don't have the prettiest teeth, so I want to keep them how they are. I took off super late and I didn't have time to make a pump, so I just kind of ejected. The best way to fall is a controlled fall. The worst falls are the ones you're totally committed and you have no control on how you land. That's usually when you hit the reef or get extra pounded. So I always try to control my fall if I know a fall is coming. That one I got in late, looked up, saw I was too deep and kind of dove. But yeah, I did face plant on the old GoPro, but it's actually coated in pretty soft rubber. So oftentimes, because I have this in, my jaws clenched, I've had my board uppercut me, my knee uppercut me, and I think if I hadn't been clenching down on something, I would have snapped my teeth, broken them on each other. Everyone asks, why is your lens so clear? I just licked the lens, and I've been doing that for the last 5 years. For me, I have a goldfish memory, and so I forget really easily the barrels I get. This helps me remember them, helps me have my point of view in the barrel, and I learned so much when I started using it a ton, because I would see my nose and the corrections and things I thought I did but didn't remember. And so when you get to go back and watch your barrels from your point of view, see what your nose is doing, see where you pumped and when you pumped wrong, or when you should have pumped but didn't, and vice versa. Like that stuff I learned a lot about barrel riding just by using the GoPro.
I've been surfing pipe for over 12 years, and I've never seen a run of a 2-week, 3-week span of pipe days. It's been insane. Probably too much waves, you know. Like, eventually people are gonna get hurt, and you know, that's what's kind of been happening. A few guys got hurt. Every time I go out there, I'm scared. You know, when you fall, when you have a bad wipeout, there's that second when you're underwater just getting ragdolled and you're just flipping, and There's just moments where you think your head's just gonna whack the reef. I trip out how lucky people get out there. Like, there should be more casualties and more injuries because the wave's so shallow, and you see people eat it all day long, jumping over the falls, getting sucked over, getting 10-foot waves on your head, and you somehow just come out unscathed. And you know, so far in my pipe career, I've had bad wipeouts, but I haven't gotten like majorly hurt out there yet. So even the last one, I pulled into a big backdoor wave and then just dropped. The floor just like went completely dry under me, and I fell down, and I hit the reef, but it was like a soft landing, you could say. Like, I was like on all fours, and then I was able to like kick off the reef. But even that is just never really know when it's your time.
The drop and the reef and the crowd, kind of the whole setup is just baffling. Once you like get over your fears out here, it's a pretty perfect wave. And if you're in the spot, like, kind of can just stand there, sit there, whatever you want to do. But yeah, a perfect day at pipe is like the one we're looking at right now. It's glassy, a little offshore breeze, 6 to 8 with some occasional 10-footers is like a psycho, super sick day at pipe, I'll say.
When we were younger, we watched like all kinds of guys get hurt and stuff, and you hear all the time like how gnarly pipe is, especially growing up here. It's like on the news and everything, so it was intimidating, but I couldn't wait to get out there. It's a tough comparison to other gnarly waves out in the world, like Chopo and like all these other slabs. It's tough. It's one of the gnarliest, heaviest waves ever, but then it can be like the sickest wave ever too. The gnarliest, paddling across each other over everyone's back, and it's all like your best friends. Half the crowd's locals, you know? So you're battling your homies out there.
The best waves that I've gotten at backdoor have been like this double up, kind of a deeper wave, and it just runs and hits the reef right, you know? Some of them hit the reef right and some of them don't. The crowd is definitely the biggest factor, I would say. But the wave is super nuts. Like I said, you can get waves that feel like they're gonna be really good, and for some reason they just do something weird. Like, I think anyone who's ever surfed pipe a lot would be like, oh, I thought I was on the wave of my life, and then it did some weird things. It takes time too. You know, I don't feel like you can just be anyone who shows up here and doesn't put any time in, you know? Like, it's something about this wave that it takes a read on it. I feel like it takes years of doing it to read it right. I get more scared surfing out here most of the time than I do when it's big at Jaws or something. I still have that same fear, you know? It's a different kind of fear, and so many good surfers get here every year. I've gotten hurt. I mean, I ruptured my spleen out here when I was in my 20s, and that always kind of freaked me out a little bit. That was a pretty traumatic deal. Oh, I pray all the time, yeah. I'm always praying. See me going over the falls, guarantee I'm sending a prayer.
I think I just paddled out with like my friends like Finn and Baron. Probably because we went to school right here and walked across the street. Saw it was fun, paddled out. That is the best school in the world, Sunset Beach Elementary. My dad wasn't necessarily a pipe guy. He was more into like the big wave Sunset and like Waimea. But I feel like I became pretty obsessed with pipe just because I grew up literally right here every day. So after school, we'd walk across the street, go to the lifeguard stand, and we'd see pipe after.
I was always super bummed out because we used to be like this little pack that surfed together, especially me and Makana, and they just left me. So I was surfing all alone. I had to paddle out there. Like when we were growing up, they would ask me like every time it looked fun, Mona, come on, let's go surf pipe. Like it's super good. Like it's so perfect for you to learn. Today's the day. And like one time I did go with them, and I remember I just went over the falls and like ate it on my first wave. And I was so embarrassed and ashamed, and I just didn't go back out.
How cool would it be if Andy was here? Because I was seeing all like the younger generation and myself and the older guys than me, and I was just thinking like, oh, it'd be so cool to have Andy out here. I wonder what it would be like. And then I like thought about it, and I was like, well, he'd be swiping me. He'd be swiping everyone. And then when I was thinking about it, I started looking. Who would have been out here with Andy? I was like looking. Okay, not you, no. John. I see John. I was like, he's younger than me, and I barely caught a session or two with Andy. And I was like, I wonder if he did. And then I asked him, and he was kind of like, I remember, like, and he kind of, it sounded like he remembered the similar memories to what I had. And that was like being on the shoulder and watching like them paddle back out all buzzing from their last wave.
saying. Got to get some deepness to it, and I can't live, can't die, can't reach, can't fly, can't smile, can't cry, and I can't be if I don't. I keep on fighting me. What can I see? God made you perfect, baby. Why can't you see? You gotta be yourself, and you gotta be yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, I tell you. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love surfing with all the boys out there, and especially the older guys that have been doing it for so long. Like, I want to see them get good waves, but then there's this weird part in time where then all of a sudden you have to start pressing them because no one's going to give you a wave. So that's been a challenging thing for me, but slowly getting more confident with it. Seeing Uncle Mike out there, he knows it so well, and he just sits in the perfect spot and picks the perfect waves. And it's not like he's like being really careful. He's sending it on like crazy backdoor waves still. So to be doing that at his age is pretty crazy.
Last year, I went straight on one and then woke up on the stretcher. The lifeguards all around me and my girlfriend crying. It was just terrible, terrible scene. I luckily didn't get knocked unconscious, but I don't remember what happened. I think I smashed my face on the bottom. Ended up in the hospital with like 25 stitches in my face, bad wave, and I just blinked and woke up. Like, North Shore lifeguards saved me. Luckily, they were just right there. In the moment, like weeks after that, it was like, oh, I'm never doing this. I'm done, you know, I'm gonna just start golfing maybe. And then like a month kicks in and you're like, you know what, like I was born to do this. I'm just not stopping. The other day, back door, fall on a little wave. Underwater, my board stabs me in my eye. Thought I lost my eyeball. Thank God it was okay. Went to the eye doctor, everything good. But that's why it looks like this. It's a little red in there.
Feel like my favorite time to go out is maybe the morning. Yeah, not a lot of guys get on it super early, but some of my best sessions have been right before the sun pops over the mountain. The crowd doesn't fill in as much. There's just more options to get waves. There's like sectors. You get the inside, the outside, the middle, and then the way outside. And lately, I've just been going left. I love pipe. I like going backdoor too, but I'm a goofy foot. I stick to pipe most of the time, but if a backdoor wave, like, I'll take it. No worries, I'll go right anytime.
I've known Jamie pretty much my whole life, I feel like. My relationship with him is he's like my older brother, and he loves to take my waves, and I love competing with him out at pipe, but I also look up to him. And he's just one of the best pipe surfers of all time, and it's really fun to watch him surf out there and take control of the lineup. I like to think of pipe as the most perfectly imperfect wave in the world. It's the most amazing wave, but it's so imperfect. Every wave is slightly different. There's rights, there's lefts, there's like deep ones for the lefts, there's deep ones for the rights. I don't know, it can be like have a bit more north in it, it could be super west, it could be 12 feet, it could be 2 feet. There's so many different faces to Pipeline, which I think is what makes it one of the most amazing waves in the world. It's fun from 2 feet to 12 feet, 15 feet. I don't know, however big you want to surf it, but it's just an amazing wave kind of all around. One of the bonuses of big west swells at pipe is it pushes all the sand down to the side of Aokai, and it creates these incredible sandbars, which are different every time. It can be a left point break barreling sandbar. It can be a stationary right suck up barrel. It can be perfect peaks. It's maybe, besides pipe, my favorite wave in the world because it can be kind of anything. Pipe and off the wall just flushes through there and pulls the whole beach out of Aokai. And it really only lasts a day or two. As soon as the swell drops, the sand like comes right back to the beach. So you have to be really on it. It's funny because I so clearly remember Jamie giving me one tip, like he's like, hey, when you get in the barrel, you gotta let go and like really like stand up in the barrel. I was like, okay, sick, I'm gonna do that. And then so like my whole barrel riding of my life backside, like letting go in the barrel and like learning how to pump has been based off of this one tip from Jamie. But then the other day, he was rousing. He's all, "You keep falling because you keep letting go." I was like, "What?"
I remember that day, he came up on the beach, and I was like, dude, it's time to start letting go of the rail, dude. You're like 5 foot, you know, these waves are like 8 foot over your head. And he's like, oh, good idea. I think John wasn't making a lot of waves this swell, so he started grabbing his rail a little bit more. I just think, you know, pipeline is a fairly simple wave if you can get in early. I think the tricky part about pipeline is taking the drop. So, you know, sometimes I ride soft tops, I can get in nice and early. It's just like taking candy from the kids, because I get to sit like another like 30 yards out, and I kind of confuse the whole lineup. So I don't think you generally need any like, you know, certain kind of surfboard of surf pipeline, but, you know, a 6'8" weight Takoro is the best board to surf pipeline on.
I like to surf kind of like anytime after 9 o'clock. Hate dawn patrolling, like really hate dawn patrolling. My favorite time is from 11 to 2 o'clock, my window, because it's less crowded. There's a lot of moments out at Pipeline that has like kind of changed my life. Obviously winning the first CT out at Pipe was huge. And then winning the Pipe Masters was huge. There's been like a lot of moments, and yeah, I'm really grateful, and I hope there's more.
What I look for a lot of rights, but if there's not rights, it needs to be hauling offshore and big barrels. When it's bigger, I look for a huge teepee, and then when it's like in the 4 to 6 foot range, I look for like a big wall all the way to like off the wall.
So when pipe's really good, you usually want a west-northwest swell between 305 and 315, I guess. I like when it's about 8 to 9 feet at 18 or 19 seconds. That's when it's like, it gets super gnarly and like scary, when it just sucks so much water off the reef and the waves get real tall and doubled up. It's a lot more shallow, but the wave is like so below sea level and square. Some people like it when it's like seeing it from the beach and like seeing how like far away each wave is and how much water is sucking off the reef on the big like bomb sets. It's pretty gnarly. I like the short intervals too, like the 14, 13, 15, whatever, 16. Those are super fun. There's a lot of good waves. It's just like, that is more like picture perfect pipe, and it's a lot easier, I guess you could say. When it's that like 18, 19 seconds, that's when it's like really gnarly, and the waves will stand up way bigger on the reef.
I would say that in the community, I feel like there's everything. It's definitely a brotherhood, you know, when it really comes down to it. And as you can see, there's been so many crazy incidents. And yeah, yesterday is the most recent one. One of our closest brothers had a bad accident, and the whole community came together. But I also feel like we're all friends, and then the set comes and there's a frenzy, and nobody gives a shit about who you are, and they're all trying to cut your head off and like take you out. There's no like, did you get one? Oh, here you go, friend. Like, are you going? Are you in the spot? There's none of that kind of community out there. It's definitely like a shit show, and I hate it. But when it comes down to it, and I feel like if I'm in a situation where it's life or death and I need help, I can count on every single one of those surfers. And at the end of the day, that's when it really matters. And that's when the true community and what it really is comes together. Because, yeah, it's like when you're down and out and things aren't going good, that's when your true friends come. So no matter about the jealousy and battling for the waves, I think that's just a part of the game. And at the end of the day, we're a brotherhood. And I love each and every one of these guys. And I'm just stoked to be a part of it.
Ooh, I mean, I love, to be honest, the rights are probably my favorite. Just on a nice perfect day or some nice perfect rights, I'd pick over probably anything on the whole planet. But once it's like that 10 to 12 feet and there's big, nice pipeline waves, I'd almost always pick a nice big pipeline wave. Because sometimes there's some rights, you know, on those days, but I just always end up thinking like, oh, I just want one of those. Like a gorilla bowl, like the one that just goes gorilla, like that's the dream. I like big boards. I like really small boards too out there too. And then all of a sudden I rode like a longer board on a couple bigger days, and it felt really like fun and somewhat easy. And then to be honest, I think it's because sometimes it's really hard to like position yourself in the most perfect spot out there, because there's usually people all around, or it's usually, for me, it's like people all around. I end up sitting in places I don't really want to sit, but when like a wave comes, I notice if you have a bigger board, you could just be like, if you're a little too deep, you could trick yourself like, no, I'm not too deep, and I could move over there, like, and I got my bigger board. Where if you had a smaller board, you're like, am I too deep? Try to go, and you're like, your board sometimes like, yeah, you're too deep, you're a little too deep. But on the big board, you know, you're like, am I too deep? You run for it, the big board's like, still, it leaves it up to you, like, the board's like, I don't know, are you too deep?
feel like number one priority, sitting in right in the crown, I almost feel like Mason Ho. I feel like I saw him pressure Jamie and John, and he just wasn't looking back and going, and then the people are pulling back. So maybe Mason. The thing about Pipeline is you can come on the scene super hot and you're the man, you're not afraid, but then you hit the reef and you get a concussion or you break something, you break your back. How do you come back from that experience and then go back out and face Pipeline and overcome? That's what shows like a true Pipeline warrior. Top 5 surfers at Pipe: Uncle Mike, Koa, Nate, Ivan, John, Jamie, Slater, Mason, Baron. Hard to say who's best. I mean, there's Pipe Master titles and like that kind of thing, but who's taking off on the nutsest waves and navigating it in the craziest wave and doing things that's not possible, and they make it, like they're not making any mistakes. I feel like that changes with the seasons.
The 5 best surfers for me, I mean, it depends how you're looking at it. Michael Ho has priority, right? 100%. I thought about that the other day, because what, Mike 67 and I'm 36. It's like 36 something more years of doing. I was just tripping on that. So he has priority over anyone. Kelly Slater, Mike Ho, John, Barron. Did I say Jamie yet? Oh, Jamie. Jamie's the best. Still.
I'm gonna have to go Bruce, Kelly, Jamie, John, and D-Ho.
Top 5 Pipeline surfers: Baron Mamiya, Jamie O'Brien. I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's so many good surfers and everyone has their windows.
So I love how Dad's still getting beatings out there and still getting perfect waves like a true grandmaster should be or would be. So I love that. So Dad would probably be my favorite all time. Yeah, maybe I'd say like Ivan, John, and Nathan. Like I wouldn't want to put any of them like in front of each other or anything, but I could almost argue. I could be anyone's attorney in that one. I could argue. I could back anyone up there because they're so good, you know. John's the best, you know. But Ivan, you could see he's playing Pipeline at his own pace. Like even though Pipeline's going fast and wants to just get him, he's always just like woo, like all going slow when you should be going fast, you know. And I think that's like really cool and graceful to do at Pipeline, because that's the dream. Just make it look slow motion when the thing's going fast motion, trying to kill you. So yeah, Ivan, Nathan, John, yeah, my dad, and then who gets that wild card last spot. There's so many good people that surf Pipeline nowadays. It'd be hard not to put Jamie up there.
Well, obviously Baron's up there. Baron, John, Nate, Jamie will always be in that top 5. Probably throw in somebody like, maybe someone like Clint Novak will get out there.
Top 5 out of Pipe is John, Nate. I would have to say Baron because he won 2 times out here. Jamie, obviously Jamie the king. This is not in like actual ranking, because if it was ranked, Jamie would be first. And number 5, Makana.
The top 5 at Pipe right now has to be Jamie O'Brien, John Florence, Nathan Florence, Ivan Florence. We'll put Baron up there for sure, actually. He's got the past 2 years under his belt.
Jeez, top 5 pipe surfers. Obviously John, Jamie. Baron Mamiya is up there. Eli Olsen, obviously. Like Nathan Florence.
Jamie is the most smoothest, craziest, cleanest, and like most technical pipe surfers, I think.
Obviously, John is always up there. Jamie, obviously. It's just crazy to see that Kelly Slater is still like such a relevant threat at Pipe at 53 years old. Like, I don't know, or I don't think we've ever seen anyone ever that dominant, that good at that age. Obviously, there's Uncle Mike who still surfs it, and he's like 66, I think, or 67, which is absolutely mind-blowing. For Kelly to be competing at the highest level with the best guys in the world at Pipe at 53 is pretty crazy. So you got Kelly, Jamie, John, Nate's gnarly, Makana's gnarly. There's so many good guys. Moana, for sure. Koa Smith. Like there's so many good guys that at any time can get the best wave.
Jamie O'Brien, John Florence, Nate Florence, Koa Smith, Koa Rothman. Those are my top 5 guys.
Top 5 out at Pipe right now, I think would be Jamie, Nathan, Ivan, Baron, and Michael Ho.
Top 5 of all time. In no particular order. I think you obviously go Jerry, John, Jamie, all the J sounds. Jerry, John, Jamie, Mike Stewart, and Tom Carroll.
Well, I mean, you'd have to go with Jerry Lopez as, you know, the icon of this wave, Mr. Style Master himself. He's a very sweet guy. I love Jerry, and I love what he's done and helped pave the way. I think, you know, like my second all-time favorite surfer out here must be Johnny Boy Gomes. Just the raw power, the raw talent, taking off on waves at backdoor that were, to me, not makeable, and then him coming out and just telling me nothing but spit, and I was just like, whoa, like those waves are makeable, and his backside attack at pipe was like no other. Number 3, I would definitely throw Kelly Slater in there, you know, my all-time favorite surfer out here. Number 4 would be Bruce Irons. Number 5 would be John Florence. And on a whole nother level, it's Derek Ho, for sure.
Top 5 guys, I mean, number 1, Jamie. He gets the most waves. He's been doing it the most in the last 20 years. Nobody's put more time in, had more eyes on the wave, and read that lineup more than him. No one is better at manipulating the crowd. And there's so many aspects to being a pipe surfer. It's a shifting lineup. It's a slab, but one that breaks in different spots. Like normally they break in the same spot every time around the world, but here it's like you're surfing a slab like Porto, Escondido, but it's shifting around a reef break. And so to learn that lineup with 50 guys out, manipulate that crowd, everyone in that crowd is looking to him to see what he's gonna do for a set. So he'll purposely trick guys, paddle them one way, then scratch back the other just to get in position. And he has priority anyway, but he's always going to be deeper than you, and he's always going to come out of the barrel after the spit. He's a positioning nerd, and so he's got to be number 1. McConaughey, I've seen get more pipe barrels than anyone, put in more hours than anyone, crazy consistency. Anytime I look out and check it, McConaughey is on a barrel. John gracing our presence, usually he's gone by this time of year. So it's been an added dynamic to the lineup. I've definitely 100% caught less waves this year due to John-Jamie combo out there is super gnarly. And we have another new addition this year, but old addition. We grew up with him. Kieran Jabor, been getting some crazy standout rides. Shado, Koa Rothman, Eli Olsen, all the boys, you know. And a lot of the younger Groms been stepping it up this year. Luke Tima. Ivan's been out there for a while, but he has this crazy style where he always looks way too relaxed, and sometimes he is. But whatever he does, he has crazy speed production. It's the way he stands on his board, it produces speed. Even the way he paddles. The guy's on a 6'4", and I'm like struggling to get in on a 6'6", and he's gliding in out the back where everyone else is on a 7'2", and doesn't pump, just soul arches every time.
This is the most perfect setup to ever film the best wave in the world. I'm literally charging batteries 24/7. I don't have to worry about it. I'm just right here in like the 50-yard line of pipe. It's in the most insane setup. Non-stop, every single day is like 12 hours. You get here at 6:30 and you're here till like 7, just filming the most incredible waves in the world. It's pretty unreal.
I don't think I've mastered pipeline at all. I think I'm like, probably out of all like the regular surfers out there, I have like the lowest wave count.
That was crazy. That was a sweep. That was a spit. We're playing the spit game. You gotta call wave the spit. You kind of want to call before it breaks, but it's whoever calls it first. Little one?
It's little.
And if you don't get it, you get negative points. And if you get it,
wow,
this guy's on fire. He has like 5 points as I'm talking. It's gonna spit both ways.
Oh, 2 points. That's 2 points.
I want to surf pipe at least into my 50s if I can. My goal is to stay in shape to surf pipe into my 50s easily.
I mean, as long as I feel like I'm surfing at the best, like surfing at the highest level and the best, I'll continue to surf it. So I don't know when that's going to be. When I'm done, I'll be going back to V-Land, Haleiwa, maybe get on a 9.8 at sunset.
I'm probably going to surf pipe until I'm too old to surf it. I don't know. I just feel this thing out there and a good connection, and you know, when my time is my time, and I'll check out. But I'm not going to make it easy for these guys in the next generations. I'm going to be here for generations. Kind of like the goal is to be like a Michael Ho, a Derek Ho, and stay at Pipeline throughout generations.
Has anyone mastered it? This guy might master it. Look at this thing.
I wouldn't say I've mastered Pipeline yet. I don't know if I ever will. This wave has so many different faces, and once I stop falling on waves, I'll say I've mastered it.
I've never mastered Pipeline, and I don't think I ever will master Pipeline.
I mean, you're just like being caressed by pipeline at the very best. I don't think you ever master it.
I don't think I ever mastered pipeline, that's for sure. I don't think anyone's mastered pipeline.
I don't think I've mastered it yet, to be honest. Obviously can surf that wave pretty well and know the reef, but yeah, still got a lot of learning to do. And I don't know, maybe when I win my first Pipe Masters, I'll say I've mastered it.
I feel like no one really masters pipeline until you have to pass away. She's the real master, and we all, I think, are on like a path to learning it. Once you move on, you could look at what you've done maybe and be like, maybe from up there you could be like, oh, I think I mastered it now, I'm good.
So every little morning, we're seeing something new. People blaming people, 'cause they can't do the things they want to do. But when you're talking to me, I hear this what you say, but it tear my little heart right up in two. When I see you slow the other way, sing like walk that walk. Walk that walk, walk that walk, walk that walk. I say, hey, yeah. Say about that, say about that. Oh, no, anything. Oh, no, anything. Wake up. And all the time when I know this stuff was sent too hard, we can't go blaming people for everything we don't want to face. But I'll be here for you if you want to speak the truth, 'cause I'm just another soul out on a mission. Oh, it beats my heart. What can I just see? I'm thinking about walk that walk, walk that walk, walk that walk, walk that walk. I say, hey, yeah. So whatever, hey now, oh, it don't mean a thing. It don't hold on. You got to be real. You got to be real. You got to be, yeah. You got to be, you got to be, you got to be real, 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 real. You got to be real, 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 yeah. You got to be real, 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 real. You got to be real, 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 yeah. Yeah. You got to be real. Say, I listen what you're talking. I really wanna believe, but you got a thing inside ya to really strangle, kill away that beast. 'Cause some people wanna blame you for things we never done, but your problems is to seem the other way, child. Oh, it brings me heartache. Nothing I can see. We sing about walk that walk, walk that walk, walk that walk, walk that walk. I say, hey, yeah, man. Tell me what you